Hey guys, so you all said that I got some good responses from the World Cup vlogs, so wanted to keep doing these. I'm actually going to be heading out to practice, so because there is no off season, I might actually be the only one out there. There might be a couple other people, but I'm trying to get better. So regardless if there's somebody out there or not, I'm still going to go out there. So I'm just cleaning a little bit of my gun, and then I'm going to grab my paint and my gear and head out. Hey guys, alright, so I am on my way to practice right now. I got my hodgepodge of different paint. I have like evil and then like field paint, so that's what I use to drill. Just as long as it's getting out of my gun, that's really all that matters, and if it shoots straight, that's the other thing that I need. It doesn't necessarily need to be super brittle or anything like that, because I'm shooting a hard target or I'm shooting something that I'm just snapping and I just need to hear it. But yeah, so I don't know if you see these. I do have the envelopes now for the shirts, so I'll be getting those out. I'm trying to get them out this weekend, so hopefully by the time that I get this video up, they'll already be on their way to you guys. Again, I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me that you guys are supporting me, and that we're over 2,100 subscribers. Like that's ridiculous, and that's all you guys, so I really appreciate it. I mean, I'm looking crazy talking into a camera for you while I'm driving, so yeah, so what I wanted to go over real quick before we get over to the field is kind of my take overall of maybe things that they could adjust for the NXL. And some of it's already discussed on PB Nation, so I'm sure that Tom Cole and the other guys or the people that run NXL are taking a look at that. Because ultimately it's about the players. That's one thing I do like with the NXL, is that they have a steering committee of not just pro guys, but also some divisional team managers and whatnot. So that's a really cool thing that the NXL is doing. But the thing that there's a couple things that I would change. One of them is don't change where World Cup is at. I liked having it in front of the Gaylord Palms. I know it's a really weird name and all that, but it's a fantastic venue. It's a really good landmark, but also once you go over the interstate right there, Disney is right there. So you have a lot of people going past it. They see something, they might stop in and check it out. I know that happened in, I think it was Virginia Beach, where, was it Virginia or Cleveland? Sorry, it was Cleveland, that they had a lot of like there's like little league baseball teams coming over and checking out paintball. So it's great for the sport. It's great to have it out there so that people can see what it is. So that was all great. The thing that I would maybe change is checking the field ahead of time, just to make sure that there isn't any of those dips, and if there are, to put down grass or something that you can actually play on. I know that there was people saying that like the day before or whatever, they were putting dirt in holes, which is still good that they're protecting the players, because I remember a couple years back in a Texas PSP tournament that, I mean, we called them bear traps, I think, because it was just huge holes in the ground, and you had to be careful about that, or else you're gonna hurt your ankle. So that would be something. I mean, that's kind of a nitpicking a little bit, because ultimately it was still a great venue. I know that there was only a handful of fields, maybe one. I think the 10-man field, there was a couple issues here and there, but there was just that one other field. All the other ones were great. The one I played on was fantastic. The thing that, and this is going to be coming because of the it'll improve is a better way of putting it. So the reffing wasn't the best, and I don't want it to be, again, like I'm saying, I was bashing the refs or anything like that. Reffing sucks. If you guys have ever reffed, it's like the worst job you can have in the world, but some people really love doing it. They just love being around paintball, and they love reffing. So thank you guys. I know at the Exalt booth I was thanking refs that came up. So thank you. I appreciate it, because we can't play without you guys. But the thing that I would say is an improvement that they could make is just having better trained refs. And I understand that it's the NXL's first year, so ultimately you have to go with whoever you can grab. It's just a fact of where you're at. So it's not necessarily anything that is their fault per se. They have a lot of new refs, so they're not going to be the best trained. So it's kind of tough, but if there's any more training they can give the refs, that would be good, because we did have some calls where they, like, we got a penalty for something, and it was really just, really, that was a penalty, and it shouldn't have been a penalty at all. And then there's other things that, like one of the refs on the chrono, if you shot over 300, he really wasn't caring, which honestly, I didn't mind, because it meant that I didn't have to run back into the pit and change my velocity. But when I'm shooting and he doesn't care, that's a problem, because that's a safety issue. Because I'm not saying that I was shooting like 320, but or 350 or whatever it was. I'm not like the Tauntauns that one year. It was just this one ref, and like I said, it saved us time, so I was okay with that. But now, knowing that he didn't care, we had 2 other matches where we were on the other side of the field where the ref did care, and it's a safety thing, really, is all that it is. The other thing that, and I was told that they're already going to adjust this, so I'm glad that it's already a change that they're putting in place. But where they had the fill station was in between, because again, with NXL, it's the split deck format, so there's one pit for one team, one pit for another, but they're big enough that you can actually have 4 teams in there. So the team that is on deck, that's going to be the next match, they can still be getting ready while the other matches are going on. So it's a good thing. It's definitely, the pits are huge, which is fantastic, that it's not an issue anymore of there being not enough room in the pits. Now, the issue that I had was where they had the chrono was right next to the fill station. So guys were going in there without their mask, but then people were chronographing, and there's nothing out there that says, mask has to be on or anything like that. But, I mean, if I heard about people filling up guns and then getting shot in the back because somebody went to go underneath their gun and, kind of like twist it around to get to the reg and adjust it, and their gun shot, because it's a little micro switch inside there that fires your gun, so it's not hard to pull that trigger, and people were getting shot in the back while they're filling up air, and that's just a safety issue. But I did hear that they are adjusting that, so that's good that they're already doing that. But I don't know who it was that thought, yes, this is where we need to have the chronograph. The way that they could have fixed it is if they moved it forward, because it was basically a big like PVC pipe that you were shooting into, and then it had like a trash can underneath there, so it was collecting all the paint so that they could take it out and throw it out. But if they had just moved that up and then moved the fill station out a little bit further, then you would be behind the person that was chronographing. So even if they did kind of turn their gun, they're shooting in that area right there, and it would have been fine. But again, they're changing it, so that's fine. But it is kind of nerve-wracking if you're going to be filling and you have people shooting behind you. You hope that they're a good shot, but mistakes happen. It was actually really cool that they, I'd mentioned it before, they gave you this little water pouch thing. It wasn't a bottle, it was literally like a blue, you could roll it up, and then it had a water bottle top that you would screw on, and you could actually go over in the pits, and there was like water girls there, basically, and they had just huge things of water that you could fill it up with. So that was a cool thing. The NPPL used to do that, where there was like fruit and all that for the players, so you could walk over, grab something to eat in between your games or whatever. So that was a cool thing that they had done. I think there was there was water there as well. When the World Cup was still in Disney World, Disney actually had water in the pits, and that was huge. That would be really cool if I was going to say something, that if the NXL could do that for next season, where there is water in the pits, like actually like just a big thing of water in the pits, that would just be a cool thing for them to be able to do. But I understand the logistics behind it, but having the water girls or whatever that were there, that was a really cool addition, that you could just walk up and give them your little pouch thing, and they would fill it up for you, so you would have water. So it was just a great thing. So I can't think of really anything else. I'm sure I'll think of something later on, probably right when I turn the camera off. But getting over to practice, I'll be there in a little bit. and just taking you guys along with me. I know that you did enjoy the vlog. What I want to do is have the vlogs be separate from the tips and tricks videos that I do on Mondays, so it'll be an additional video. So I'm not sure exactly where the timing will be. Maybe I'll release those like my vlogs on Thursdays or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure something out, right? So that way you guys have 2 videos now during the week, and well, 2 videos so long as I have practice that weekend. I do try to go and practice every weekend, so hopefully we'll have vlogs every weekend. But that way at least you can kind of see what I do when I go on my own or when I'm playing with people, all of that stuff. So that way you guys will be able to see, again, you'll be able to see what it is that I'm doing. Maybe it'll give you ideas of what you can do on your own. Sometimes it's just a matter of, this is what I got, this is what I'm doing, or I noticed that this was bad last weekend, so I'm going to work on this weekend. Or whenever I had practice with the team, I noticed my snapshot was off, so I'm going to work on my snapshot. So guys, thank you for coming along with me. I'll give you an update after everything. If there are people to play against, maybe I'll be able to get some like one-on-one videos or something like that, or playing videos. I know that you guys like those. It's just a matter of if the team is available or whatever. This is the weekend after World Cup, so I'm not expecting a lot of people out there. I do know that there was at least one person should be out there, but you never know with paintballers, so yeah, we'll see. But guys, again, thank you for coming along with me, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm just taking a little bit of a break. Basically we started off with one-on-ones just to kind of warm up. After we did a little bit of a warm-up, just doing some dynamic warm-ups and all that. Then from there we did our running and gunning drill, and then we did the snapping drill. Then actually his burst disc blew, so we weren't able to keep going with the drills. But I'm going to keep going, like I said. I'm going to keep doing the snapping drill, then do some laning drills, and just keep going with it. I got paint in the car, so I'm going to keep going. So I'm just taking a little bit of a break right now, and then I'll jump back into it. And I noticed that for whatever reason today my laning is off, so I'm actually going to go out and do some more laning drills, just taking a little bit of a breather, filling up my pack, and then I'm going to go out and do some laning drills. I have a, hoping you can see this, cone set up down there, and I'm just switching around how I would set up. Basically what I'm doing is you have to shoot it 3 times, and then you can move on to setting up the next way. So that way I'm able to work on the side that needs more work without it just being just a hopper or whatever, and it being equal. So if my right arm is worse than my left arm today, I want it to be where I'm working more on my right arm. So I'm going to get back into it. Alright guys, so I just want to give you a quick kind of rundown of how the day went. Like I said, I was doing kind of a mixture of everything, and just noticed that for whatever reason today my lanes just seemed like they were not as good as they should be. So I worked on that more than I did with my snapshot and running and gunning. I did incorporate running and gunning a little bit, but it was more in the laning sense of, you know, coming across your body to shoot back up the center, and I was shooting a cone. So I ended up doing that for probably most of the day. So it was definitely a good day of drills. If you guys like this, I'm more than happy to keep doing this type of thing. I did do some other videos for you as well, so I'm going to go and edit those. So I got some good low paint ones that I stole 2 of them. Yeah, I think it was 2 of them. It was either 1 or 2 of them I stole from Jacob Edwards of Damage. So I appreciate that for him helping me with that kind of a drill. They're super tough, but they're good. It's definitely another one of those ones that's going to tire you out, and but still help you with your accuracy and just being an all-around better player. So, but guys, again, thank you so much for just everything that you guys have done, just growing this channel. It's all you. It's really nothing that I've done. So it's definitely
It's appreciated on my end, so thank you so much for that, guys. Like I said, I'll be getting the shirts out as fast as I can, so hopefully I'll get those out this weekend, so by the time that this video airs, they're either at your doorstep if you pre-ordered them, or they're on their way to you, so you'll have them quickly. But yeah, if you guys like these vlogs, I'm more than happy to keep doing them, so please be sure to put a comment down below, like the video as well, and if it's something that you like, I'll keep doing them. But as always, guys, remember, watch, learn, and win. Thanks.
Thank you.